Hey everyone, so today's video is gonna be about my shelter story and how I got there. Um, yeah, so the main point of my videos and what I really want to achieve is to inspire, motivate, and encourage people to strive for betterment, you know. Um, so yeah, here's my story. Okay, so I was living with family. If you know, you know. But yeah, I was living with family. Um, Everything was okay up until I got pregnant with my son. That's when everything just went downhill. I stayed to myself, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that. But I just wanted better for him. You know, after I had him, I stayed here for like I think 6 months to a year. But I just want the vibe was off. It was a lot of negative energy. I just wanted more. You know, he he gets therapy. So where I was at, where I was staying, it wasn't enough space for that. So I really wanted betterment for him. Um, First and foremost, and then obviously me. Um, so one day I was like, I can't do this no more. This is too much, you know. I just can't take the negativity, the hate, and don't get me wrong, like I still love my family. I love my family with all my heart, but I've learned that certain people you have to love them from afar, you know. So long story short, I one day um, I made my mind. I packed a little duffel bag with me and my son clothes, toothbrush, like toothpaste, like toiletries, just for like maybe 2 days, like something small. He was in the stroller, so um, I put everything underneath so it was easy. I head to the shelter base. I'm not sure what it's called. I forgot what it was called, but I headed to the base in the Bronx. So that's where you sign up to be placed into a shelter. So that's where I went, and I took me and my son. We went there, we signed up. We went really, really early. I can't remember the exact time, but we went early, The earlier, the better, honestly. When you go early, you come out early. So that's exactly what I did. And um, it was a long process, not gonna lie, but you know, it is what it is, You do have to go to different floors back and forth. Yeah, the process is probably like 4 hours, I would say, but yeah. So I fill out everything, um, and then you have to go downstairs. After you finish everything, you have to go downstairs and see where they place you. The system places you, so they say you can't choose where you want to stay. So um, I went downstairs and sort that out. They asked me if I want to take the bus or if I want to travel on my own. I chose to travel on my own because with the bus you have to wait for everybody to board, and like it's crazy people as well. So I just choose to, I just took an Uber to where I was placed. Funny thing, the address that they gave me, right? The Uber driver couldn't find it for nothing, So let me tell you how God is good. Like, let me tell you how good God is. So he couldn't find it. And then we went to like the nearest shelter, which was, I think it was Saratoga. I was like, I thought it was that, honestly speaking. So I went there and my heart kind of dropped because I know that shelter, I was just like, oh my God, Lord. But you know what? I'm such a humble person, you know. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make the best of this. It won't be for long because I know God got me. So I'm gonna just ride it out, you know, and stay to myself as always. So I did that, and I was waiting. I went to the security guard. Nasty people. I went to the security guard. They told me to sit in some room. I was sitting there. We were waiting, and then a social worker came out. He took my papers, and then he gave it to the social worker, and the social worker came out, and I was sitting there, and I was like, oh, Lord, help me. The social worker came back, and then he was like, this is not the shelter that you're placed. When I tell you, I got a relief, but you know what? That was just a test. It was a test from God, you know, to test me on my humbleness and my belief, you know, because I always believe that God, you know, got me, you know, no matter what. So I believe that was a test. And when they told me that this is not the address, I was like, oh, Lord, I thank you. So they gave me the correct address. I went to the correct address. And when I tell you, this shelter that was placed, it was nice. It was really nice, you know. I had got a room with like a little kitchenette area, bathroom inside the room. You know, it wasn't big, but you know, it was manageable. You know, thank God. You know, and the people were nice. There was a huge parking lot where they hold events, and a playground. The area was really nice, and it was really, really nice. You know, not all shelters are bad. You know, um, everyone stay to their self. You know, as long as you stay to yourself, you'll be fine. I'm telling you. I didn't make no friends there. You know, it's not because I think I'm better than anybody, but you have to stay to yourself because you just don't know. So I stayed to myself. Again, God is good. When I was there, my social worker and the head of all the social workers, I forgot what they're called, the executive or whatever, they were all putting me down. Like, I wasn't working at the time because I was taking care of my son. He gets therapy, and like the schedule was just, it was a lot to deal with. So I wasn't working at the time. They told me that I have to be working in order to move out. You know, I'm young. I don't know nothing about the shelter system. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then my social worker told me that she'll apply for night shift for me, but I have to be working. And she also told me that a lot of people have been waiting for years to get into night shift, so don't even count on that. Just negative, you know, but I always stayed positive, you know, and upon doing that, I got a night apartment in less than a year and a half because I believed. I didn't listen to no negativity. I just told God, you know, I wanted to get out. The shelter was nice, but like I wanted a bigger space for me and my son, you know. And I believed, and in less than a year and a half, I was told that I got a night apartment, and I was just so freaking happy, you know. And the area is nice, my apartment is nice, you know. I cannot complain, and thank God enough, you know. Believe in God. God is the only one that can get you through what you're going through. You know, ride it out to the end, you know, and be patient. Really be patient, because that's what matters most. Patience and belief. No matter where you're placed, you know, through the shelter system, be humble, be grateful, because at placement, you know, there's a lot of people who have it worse than you. There's always someone who have it worse than your situation. You know, you may think you have it bad, but there's always someone who's going through worse, you know. So no matter where you're placed, stay humble, pray, stay prayed up, believe, and trust in God, you know, because He's always testing us, always testing our hearts, you know, and our faith in Him. So stay humble and be patient and grateful for what you got now. So thank you for watching this video. If you stay to the end, I appreciate that. Yeah, so I'll see you in my next video. Peace and love.